Alright guys, checking in with you. So we are going down to Jonesport, and there is a lighthouse offshore. It sounds like about 2 miles on an island out there, and hopefully we can see it from a point. I haven't done any research as to whether we can or not. Let's just find out together. Stay tuned. Oh, this is so pretty. Cape Head Road. It says private property, but I don't.
In half a mile, slight left onto Cape Circle.
Sometimes people put signs up like that. Just they can't own the road unless it's a private road. This doesn't look like a private road to me, so we're gonna take our chances. Yeah. So since this lighthouse is offshore, it just brings me as close as it can. And this is somebody's house. So we're just gonna keep going around this Cape Split circle and see if we can get a view of the bay. Well, I think there's a lot here that hasn't sold, and it's not marked as having like an address or a fire number. So we're just gonna see if we can walk to the top of this hill here and get a look into the bay and maybe see the lighthouse. It's worth a try. Wavy, come here, come here, come here. So we have a down power line right here. So I'm gonna be careful with that. Hold on, baby, hold on. Step over that, really good. Wavy smells all the deer. This might be a right-of-way for the power lines, one guess. Oh, the lengths that I go to see the lighthouses. Risking life and limb. I do see an island out there. Let's see if we can get down to the beach. Well, guys, I think this is as close as we're gonna get. It's all just brush down there and steep. Well, there's not one single bay view at the end of this peninsula that I can tell. They're all developed lots. What a bummer. I mean, let me turn the phone around. I know no one really cares what I think, but I think that every lighthouse should at least be able to be seen, you know, from a distance. I would go so far as to say they shouldn't even be privately sold. They're kind of like the people's history. But I really like lighthouses, so I guess I'm a little biased, but I think it's a bummer when you can't even see them, can't even get close to them, look at them. I guess we could if we had a boat. Oldest. What a bummer. Maybe we'll go back out the road. Maybe it'll be kind of like Libby Point there from, what was it, Jasper Beach? We got to see it from a distance. Maybe we'll look out. I'll keep my eyes peeled as we head out. Hi. Can I ask you, is there a place that you can see the lighthouse offshore on that island out there anywhere around here? Well, there's one on an island, supposedly. It's like 2 miles offshore, and it's... Yeah. There's... Okay. Oh, the sandbar.
Yeah, the sandbar.
Oh, the sandbar? Yep. Yes. Yes. Oh, you can see it out there. Okay, great. That's what I'm looking for. I just want to. Oh, you can see the light at night. Okay. If I can lay my eyes on it, I'll be happy. Thank you, sir.
I may have the wrong lighthouse.
Yeah, I think that's the only one around here. Yes, Nash Island. That's the name of it. Shush. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, there's a little side road right here called Gilman Wass. I'm gonna see if this might. It does look like it's got a better view. Ends at private property. I gotta turn around. The lighthouse is like right out there. I don't know if you could hear that guy I was talking to. He said he had a really thick Maine accent. I could barely understand him. He was like, "At the sandbar, the sandbar." I'm like, "The sandbar?" He's like, "Yeah, the sandbar." He's like, "You can see it at night. You can see the light. But I don't think you can see it during the day because there's like the curvature there." And we're gonna try. I think I know what the spot he's talking about right up here. He said where it gets narrow right here. Camp, lots of fun. I'm gonna use your little dock here. Okay. I think I see something. Let me see if I can pull it in. Is that the Nash Island Lighthouse? Okay, I just talked to a young man who's working on a house here, and I asked him, "Can you see the lighthouse?" And he's like, "What lighthouse?" I'm like, "Oh." He's like, "Well, I'm not from here, but I think you have to go on the other side of the peninsula." And so I pulled up the maps. I'll show you. It's less than 5 miles away. Let's go up and around the bend. I told you, this part of the world it's got all these little fingers, right? And it's like you can't just jump from one to the other unless you have a boat. You got to go up and around the other side. This is actually an easy one because it's like 4.5 miles. Some of them can be 40 miles. Look at this cool house. Looks like a castle. That is cool. Okay, guys, I think our diligence paid off, at least as bragging rights. Look at this. Can you see it popping out over the trees right there? That is Nash Island Lighthouse. Okay, guys, checking in with you. So we are going down this peninsula right here. We're actually going to Belfast, Maine, not Ireland. And I saw a sign that said Lighthouse, and so then I looked it up. I would have missed it if it wasn't for that sign. So we're going, I think, 16 miles down this little peninsula here, and it's one that I think is on the mainland. So I would tell you what it is, but I can't remember. Something like Diamond or something like that. I'll put the name on the screen. But that's the lighthouse. We're just going to keep this going. Stay tuned.
Your destination is on the left.
Okay, guys. So this is a private residence, but we can still see it from the road. The outside. I'll find some information on it, as I always try to do. Let's read the sign. Dice Head. This is a natural area with uneven ground and steep cliffs. Enter at your own risk. Children should be closely supervised at all times. The house is a private residence. Please respect their privacy. Access is permitted to the grounds away from the house by walking around the back of the barn. Wow, that's nice of them. Open Sunday to Sunday. Sun up to sundown. No fires. Take your litter with you. Keep noise to a minimum. That's actually really nice of them to give us at least some access. I'm going to grab Wavy Gravy. We're going to go walk down behind the barn like the sign said. I'm guessing this is the most important building on the property. Or was. Now, if it wasn't foggy, you would see the ocean out there. And I can hear a bell. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that'd be the lighthouse right there. And it's overlooking this point. Trying to get myself a selfie here. Whoever owns that house ever sees this video, thank you for keeping this somewhat accessible so people can come from Minnesota and lay their own eyes on it. So thank you. Look at this church. Here's a good example. I mean, look at what you can accomplish just one rock at a time. Beautiful. I want to try some of this back home. Okay guys, as I drive around here, I'm realizing this is actually a little town. There's like the little main street downtown area is called Castine, Castine. And I think there's like a marine academy or a maritime academy here. There's also one of these little libraries. Let's take a look. Okay, the only one I found that was worth taking, the day they sunk the Lusitania. Good morning, guys and gals. So we are in Belfast, Maine, and welcome to the illustrious world of a dirtbag traveler. Went and got some chicken tenders at the Hannaford, I think is how you pronounce it. And we are headed to the next lighthouse. I think it's called... I'm getting so confused. There's so many of them. But you'll see. It's about 15 miles away. Got to go up and around the bend like most of these. They're down at the end of little points, you know. So let's go find it and check it out. Stay tuned.
Turn left onto Lighthouse Road.
All right, guys, another lighthouse. Let's go check it out. Got a foggy day today, another one. I wonder what this is down here. You know, the lighthouse up in Calais, was it Whitmore Mill Locks, had a structure like this on the property too. And I don't know what they are. Are they like, were they original lighthouses? Or I'll try to look it up as always. I see a little sign over the door here. Maybe it'll tell us. Oh, okay. A fog bell tower. Interesting. It says, here, let me come on the other side here. It says Blake Bell Company, U.S. Lighthouse Establishment, 1890. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a diagram. There's like a mechanism here that would have a little hammer, and it would go bong, bong through the door. Let me show you. There's like a little door right there inside the building, and when that's flapping open, and it would hit the bell. Huh. I won't read all this to you, but just the beginning. This bell tower is the only one of a few remaining today. It was built in 1890 as a fog signal to warn ships entering into Pensacola River. Cast iron weights enclosed by a wooden chimney were suspended from the top of the tower, and it goes on. I'll try to find something. If I can find that right up online, I'll put it below. Okay, guys, it went and got cold again, so we're gonna go on to the next one. I'm not sure what that one is yet, but let's find out together. Okay, from what I can tell, the next lighthouse we can actually see that's on the mainland, there is quite a few on some islands, but it's going to be Grindle Point Lighthouse. Now that one is on an island too, but I think it's close enough to shore that we can just see it from the shore. So if not, there's another one we're going to go to after that, Brown's Head. So let's go see what we can find. Stay tuned. So now what do we do, guys? There's a big sign coming in that says no overnight parking, and I didn't see any place to park on the way in. So this is a long peninsula down from the nearest town. I'm gonna go look around, see if I can find some little nook to squeeze into until morning. Well, good morning, guys and gals. So we are looking at another lighthouse, Hendricks Head Lighthouse. And, well, I'll just turn the phone around instead of explaining it to you. So it's a rainy day today, obviously, but not bad. It's not cold. It's just, you're going to expect this up in Maine. We'll get out of the car in a minute. I'm just kind of showing you what's going on, being lazy. I don't know if it probably, there we go. So there's the lighthouse, and it is a private residence now, according to these signs over here. So we're gonna have to see it from a distance. Let me show you how this goes. So, you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk? Sniffy sniff. This is a beautiful beach. I'll try to zoom in and keep it steady for you guys, and I will find some pictures, of course, online, of some better ones to kind of give you some different perspectives on it, since we can't get right up to it. This looks like a good beach to maybe collect some rocks or shells. See what I can find.